in terms of your approach to treating these conditions, let's just say functional abdominal pain again, what's your approach? I mean, there's sort of 3 tiers, isn't there, in terms of there's the medication, and I'm kind of curious about what your thought and take is on that.
Well, it's not an easy question because so there is no specific guideline. That's one. That's strange because abdominal pain is the most frequent symptom found in children. Compared to any other symptom. So that's strange that you don't want to spend money to develop a guideline. So everybody has his own guideline how to treat these children, and it's the belief of the doctor himself or herself how to start. I always start with the drawing. I reassure the parents, and I explain, like I did, the connection between the brain and the gut. And then the next approach is I always tell the story about a study by Lynn Walker, where she did a water load test, and where she showed that if you compare parents, so the test was as follows: the children had to drink 100 cc of water, and after 1 minute they had to do it again. And there were children with pain, and there were healthy children, and the parents were divided in 3 groups. One group of parents was not able to say anything during the test. One group of parents was able to play a game or do some reading or something, and 1/3 of the parents were able to ask after every 100 cc, do you feel anything? Are you nauseated? Have you pain? And the study clearly shows that if you pay attention to pain, that children indeed have more pain than the other 2 groups. But then it was fascinating that after the study, the parents were taken together, and especially the mothers always told the investigators that they felt really sorry that they were not able to talk about pain if they were in the 2 groups. They felt they were not good mothers, although the study showed them that if you don't say anything, it's better for your child. So the next step in the treatment is I persuade mothers, especially mothers, but also fathers, of course, they can't talk about pain for 4 weeks, not a single moment. And at the same time, I tell the children, which are in the same room, of course, as the parents are, that he or she can always go to his or her parents when they are in pain, and then the parents are able, of course, to give a painkiller or a massage or whatever they like to do. But especially the mothers are not allowed to talk about pain for 4 weeks. And then after 4 weeks, these children come back. And then I ask the question, so how were the 4 weeks? And then the children they frequently tell me, well, this was a very difficult 4 weeks for my mother. Then there is a difficult thing because many parents believe, and many doctors as well, that food is a very important factor for abdominal pain. So what we are doing now, currently in a new study, we take out lactose and we use a sort of low FODMAP diet, but I don't send them to a dietitian. I give a link of a website where the FODMAP diet is explained, and I tell them don't do it too strictly, but use it as you like to use it. And I do this for 4 weeks. There's no results. There's no data in children at all. But I'm biased, but hopefully I'm wrong. But I don't think that dietary intervention will help children with abdominal pain. But again, many guidelines or many national guidelines, if there is a guideline, then they suggest you have to give more fibers, less lactose, less sucrose or less fructose or whatever. And then if it really works, then I tell them, okay, look back at the 4 weeks you have had now and try to reintroduce food which you think your child is capable of taking. But this is my very practical way, without sending children to all kind of different people who have to treat them. So so those are the first 3 very simple steps, and you don't need anybody. And then we have a huge number of people who are educated now as full hypnotherapists. So many pediatricians and general practitioners are they like to send children to an hypnotherapist. But this is now for Holland, and we made a website where you don't have to see a hypnotherapist, but you can follow our website. That's also successful, which we showed in another study. But if it's not available, then I have no problem because to send the children to a psychologist first, because there are good data about psychologists. Again, if parents don't like that, then the next phase will be a medication. And as you know, no single medical or compound has shown to be more effective than a placebo.
Yeah.
But I know from my colleagues from the United States, they are in favor of giving, for instance, amitriptyline.
Yeah.
And in some of the children, I do that as well. So that are the different treatments we are giving now.
And that's I mean, the treatment sort of plan that you described is very much what is done here as well, actually.